Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolf Pit with another episode of What Are We Eating? I love Mexican style chicken and rice meals, whether everything's thrown into a skillet and cooked on the stovetop or thrown into a casserole dish, topped with cheese, and baked in the oven. They're inexpensive, filling, and delicious. But nowadays, everyone's busy and nobody has time to cook, or nobody wants to cook. That's when they opt for something super quick and super easy, like this Pace Ready Meals Fiesta chicken and rice meal that's ready in just 60 seconds. This 9-ounce meal usually sells for $1.94 at Walmart, but I found this one marked down at Big Lots for $1. So it can't be that bad for $1, or can it? The picture of the food on the bag looks pretty good, but we all know 99.9% of the time, that's just the food industry catfishing the consumer into buying their product. Because once you open up the package, the food very rarely looks like the picture on the bag or the box. So let's go over the ingredients before we heat this ready meal up. The list of ingredients, it's not nearly as long as some of the foods I've gone over lately, but it still contains some of the usual suspects found in processed foods, like modified food starch, maltodextrin, yeast extract, and soy protein concentrate. There's very few processed prepackaged foods that do not contain those ingredients. Now for the nutrition facts, and believe it or not, they're not too bad. The serving size is obviously the whole pouch. There's 230 calories, 1.5 grams of total fat, no saturated or trans fat, 10 milligrams of cholesterol, 890 milligrams of sodium, 44 grams of carbohydrates, 2 grams of dietary fiber, 4 grams of sugars, and 9 grams of protein. Overall, pretty decent numbers. Now let's get our Fiesta chicken and rice ready meal heated up. Now I'm supposed to place the unopened pouch into the microwave for 1 minute on high, or until hot. Whenever I see these type of things that say place in the microwave unopened and they're self-venting, that scares me, because I'm afraid I'm gonna open up the microwave and it's just gonna explode all over me. After microwaving on high for exactly 1 minute, our Pace Fiesta chicken and rice ready meal is ready. And it says you can stir it up and enjoy it right out of the pouch. But I'm going to show a little bit of class for the purpose of the video and pour it in a bowl. And it actually smells really good. And it doesn't look too bad either. In the bag, it looked real watery. Once I poured it out, it looks a little bit better. And so much for my comment about them catfishing the consumer. Pace doesn't mess around. What came out of the bag pretty much looks just like what's on the picture. I mean, obviously, the picture's always going to be enhanced and look better than the real food. But the real food in this case doesn't look too bad. I would have liked for it to have been a little bit drier and not so watery. But then I gave it a taste, and the taste wasn't half bad. It had a nice subtle cumin flavor and a pretty strong citrus lime flavor, which I really liked. But it definitely needed to be spiced up. A little hot sauce or jalapenos would do the trick. Then I went looking for a little bit of chicken. And that's exactly what I found. A little bit of chicken. I found 2 pieces of chicken, and this was the biggest of the 2. And the chicken was okay, but you could tell it wasn't a real piece of chicken. It was obviously a processed piece of chicken, which I totally expected. So in this, it wasn't really a big deal. The texture wasn't horrible, it wasn't spongy like it typically is. As a matter of fact, if it had a couple more pieces of chicken in here, it would be even better. I think overall, this Pace Fiesta chicken and rice ready meal was pretty good. It could be better, but it could also be a lot worse. And I think at the $1 I paid for it, it's an okay deal. But at the regular price of $1.94, to me, that's a little bit steep for basically a very small bag of seasoned rice, when you can buy a 2-pound bag of rice for under $2. But I get it, you're paying for the convenience. So whether you spend $1 or $1.94 on it, it's still going to be a quick tasty meal, or better yet, a quick tasty side dish. That's not going to kill you or be detrimental to your health if you eat it every once in a while. So with that said, I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. If you'd like to help support the Wolf Pit, please consider being a patron. You can pledge as little as $1 a month, that's only $12 for the whole year. Or you can pledge more, that's up to you. Either way, every little bit is appreciated and helps me produce more high quality videos more often for you, the people. Thank you all very much for watching. I wouldn't rush out and buy these, but if they're on sale, I'd pick 1 or 2 of them up. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.